a suburb in Kharkiv. Things here still look much as they did in the early months of the war, when the suburb was bombarded by Russian forces. Buildings were hit by artillery, and as residents report, even by missiles from fighter planes. Those that have stayed are now facing their second winter without central heating. Some apartments don't even have windows. Anna has been living in the basement of her apartment complex for 20 months, together with her mother and a friend, because it's warmer down here. This old wood-burning stove is their only source of heat.
We can warm up with this stove. It would be much colder without it. At least we won't freeze like upstairs in my flat.
For the city, Anna's building is at the bottom of the priority list because it's too severely damaged to be repaired quickly. Many of the district's residents are in a similar situation and are dissatisfied with the authorities. In central Kharkiv, a so-called fast recovery approach is being used. Minor damage is repaired quickly so that residents don't have to vacate their homes for long, and spaces in the city's emergency shelters can go to those who really need them. On this street, a Russian missile recently exploded. It destroyed the windows of almost all the buildings here.
Most of all, we do fast recovery. Fast recovery, we change windows, move garbage, and made roofs.
This flat's resident is currently staying with her family. The team expects she'll be able to return soon.
To move the garbage and to close the windows, it seems to me that today we can do it for sure.
Once the road has also been repaired, it will be hard to tell that this block was hit by a missile. But even as the team is working, air raid sirens go off. Do the volunteers feel as if their work is never ending?
We don't know for sure, but we're ready for everything. Now we do it over and over, but in future it will be ended. But we don't know when.
But housing shortages are just one of many challenges facing the Ukrainian authorities as cold weather begins to set in. Last winter, the Russian military used drones and long-range missiles to strike the Ukrainian power grid. This led to frequent power cuts across the country, but this time, Ukraine is better prepared for Russia's attacks. Engineers have been rebuilding hundreds of substations and encasing them in blast-proof concrete. The new enclosures wouldn't withstand a direct missile hit, but they would protect against shrapnel.
There might be some damage, but it won't be that bad, and we will be able to get it up and running again quickly.
In addition, the Ukrainian military plans to deploy its air defenses at key points in the energy grid. This includes thermal power plants and large substations such as this one, which supplies up to 500,000 households with electricity. But despite its best efforts, the country's energy infrastructure is going to be in for a tough winter. Russia has destroyed many expensive power plants, and replacements are only being delivered piecemeal.
And it means that resilience in general, of course, is lower than before all these things started. That we are in between. From one side, we well prepared, we have understanding what's happened, we have a lot of training and preparation done. From other side, from equipment side, we are on weaker position.
The expert thinks that Russia no longer believes it can pressure Ukraine into submission by attacking infrastructure.
I believe that it will be hard, but we will survive.
As soon as the central heating is repaired, Anna plans to move back upstairs. The city has promised her it will be done, but didn't fix a date.
Sometimes we think we have to give up. We didn't feel that way at first, but now we do more and more often. We've been waiting a long time for the war to end. But, you know,
Anna wishes she had something to look forward to. Then maybe the winter months would be easier to bear.